The unfinished business is the vote on H.R. 3210, on which the yeas and nays were ordered. The clerk will report the title of the bill.
H.R. 3210, a bill making continuing appropriations for military pay in the event of a government shutdown.
Questions on passage of the bill. Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
And it is the second to last vote in this series. This is the Military Pay Act. This is the bill that would ensure that the funds are continued for U.S. military personnel and active military reservists to be paid in the event of a government shutdown. And again, this is a 5-minute vote. We expect one more 5-minute vote to follow. The House just a moment ago approved the Second Amendment to the CR, which would delay the implementation of the health care law to January 1st of 2015. That vote was 231 to 192.
On this vote, the yeas are 423, the nays are 0. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. The unfinished business is the vote on the motion of the gentleman from California, Mr. Royce, to suspend the rules and pass H.R. 2848 as amendment, on which the yeas and nays are ordered. The clerk will report the title of the bill.
H.R. 2848, a bill to authorize appropriations for the Department of State for fiscal year 2014 and for other purposes.
The question is, will the House suspend the rules and pass the bill as amended? Members will record their votes by electronic device. This is a 5-minute vote.
It's the last recorded vote of the evening, a bill dealing with embassy security. The House passes unanimously the bill that would continue pay for military personnel and active military reservists in the event of a government shutdown. Also passing this evening the 2 amendments by the House to the Senate's continuing resolution, the one that would repeal the law's 2.3% medical device tax. It would also, the other would delay until January 1st, 2015, most elements of the health care law. It would also allow companies and insurance providers to opt out of mandated birth control coverage for either religious or moral reasons. On that second vote, a couple of notes. Russell Berman from The Hill tweets that Richard Hanna of New York joins Chris Gibson as the only Republicans voting against delaying the implementation. Ed O'Keefe of The Post tweets that 2 Democrats voted yes on Obamacare delay, Matheson of Utah and McIntyre of North Carolina. And another political note from Jake Sherman of Politico, who tweeted, not a single Republican leader spoke tonight on the House floor in favor of this plan to fund the government, not Boehner, Cantor, or McCarthy. And you'll find more at twitter.com/cspan. Look under lists for more. So this ought to do it for votes this evening in the House. Want to remind you, Washington Journal is live tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Eastern. Lots of talk about tonight's votes and more, and what's ahead in the Senate when they return on Monday at 2 p.m. We'll be joined by Peter Baker of the New York Times, the White House correspondent, and National Journal's national correspondent, Jill Lawrence. We'll also hear from Ian Swanson of The Hill and look at the votes this evening. All of that tomorrow morning beginning at 7 a.m. Eastern here on C-SPAN and C-SPAN Radio.
the yeas are 384, the nays are 37. Two-thirds being in the affirmative, the rules are suspended. The bill is passed, and without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid on the table. What purpose does the gentlelady from Florida seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I ask unanimous consent that when the House adjourns today, it adjourn to meet at 10 a.m. on Monday, September 30th, 2013.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, sir.
The chair will now entertain requests for one-minute speeches. What purpose does the gentleman from California seek recognition?
To address the House for 1 minute.
The gentleman will suspend. House will be in order. House will be in order. The gentleman is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, on Friday, the world's best scientists rendered a conclusive verdict that climate change is real, it is caused by human activity, and its consequences will be catastrophic. What the scientists are telling us is that evidence is now just as strong that carbon pollution is causing climate change as is the claim that cigarettes cause cancer. They are sounding the fire alarm, and the President is sending in the firefighters, EPA, the Energy Department, Interior, the State Department. They're all working to bring down emissions and protect this planet. But here in Congress, House Republicans are denying the science and ignoring the scientists. They are living in a fantasy land and drafting bills to tie the hands of the rescue squad. This is willful ignorance. It is endangering the world our children and future generations will inherit. This is wrong. It's immoral. We must not become the last bastion of the Flat Earth Society. We need to act, and we need to act now.
The gentleman kneels back his time.
I move that the House do now adjourn.
What purpose does the gentleman from Nebraska seek recognition?
Mr. Speaker, I move that the House now adjourn.
The question is on the motion to adjourn. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. The motion is adopted. Accordingly, the House stands adjourned until 10 a.m. on Monday next.